G'day guys, welcome back to the potty. Today we have a very special guest as we're joined by SA Young Gun, James Borlase. Firstly, thanks for jumping on, James. Means a lot. And can we get a bit of a backstory on yourself?
Yeah, cheers for having me on, guys. So I guess my sort of footy journey started back in when I was probably in reception doing Auskick. My dad was he ran Auskick at my primary school. And so I was out there every Saturday morning helping him set up the goals, doing snaps and stuff like that, doing some drills, and then sort of just played football at primary school at my local club, Unley Jets, as well, with lots of my mates there. And then sort of transitioned to Sturt through under 13s and 14s when they had their junior development stuff there. And then when I went to high school at Prince Alfred College, sort of played footy there through year 8 and 9. Then year 10 started played a few first 18 games, which is the first, like the top team at PAC, and then won a few state championships there in year 11 and 12, and also got to play for Sturt in the Resies and League this year, which was a great opportunity. And also all the way through played under 15s, 16s in the state teams there and stuff. So, yeah.
So was there a certain age roughly that got you into footy and whatnot?
Yeah, as I said, probably when I was 6 or whenever I started school. Dad was always down the Auskick. I always and as well, because he was played a little bit of footy himself. He got to go to a lot of port games, sit in the member stand, sometimes in the boxes, go down to the rooms occasionally. So that's probably when I started enjoying my football, I guess.
So do you have any fond memories as such whilst playing footy?
So I remember probably in year 6 and year 7 in my primary school, we won the knockout cup. Oh, actually, no, we didn't. We made the grand final in both of them. But playing with my mates, who I'm still best friends with to this day. Just playing with them. Because I don't play with them as much. I sort of cherish those memories. And then also in year 11 and 12, our intercol win against St. Peter's in year 11, and then our state knockout win against Henley High in year 12 was probably two of my most recent fond memories that I'll always remember, I guess.
So growing up, did you play any other sports than just footy, or did you play footy right through kind of thing?
Yeah, so I played a bit of cricket in year probably 1 to 7, and then I also played basketball, and I still really enjoy basketball to this day. My little sister still plays, and she's quite good. And then I also did some surf lifesaving down at the beach from in my juniors, from probably under 10s to under 16s. So that was really good for my fitness and helped me sustain a fitness base over summer.
So if there's one player in today's game that you would compare yourself or your game style with, who would that be and why?
So I sort of like to think of myself as I can play both as a lockdown and as a sort of intercept marker. So I guess I have traits of Daniel Talia from the Crows, how he's not a high possession getter. He sort of just does his thing, locks down his opponent. And then as a Grimes or a McGovern, who can sort of stand off their opponent a little bit and read the play behind the ball and take intercept marks, and then set the play up for their kicking and decision making.
Was there any set point of time that you sort of thought like that you're all right at footy, and if you stick to it, you can make a living out of it?
Yeah, I think when I made the under 15 All Australian, that sort of like it was sort of real from there, and I knew that if I kept sort of working hard, then I could potentially make something of it. And yeah, I sort of developed and progressed since then, which is good.
You mentioned being a lockdown defender and intercept marker. Do you always play that position, or was it like, say for juniors, how you normally mix them around, or just stick to that sort of backline sort of position?
Yeah, so I was never a backline player until probably under 16s, where the Sturt coach just put me back there. Throughout my juniors, I was always the tallest guy, so I played ruck and a bit of forward. So I've always played. I've played at both ends of the ground and still sort of do in the school in my school team, where I'd start forward and then swing back when needed. So yeah.
You mentioned your old man earlier, before about he played in the Premiership player in the Magpies and the SA NFL, and which is now Port. How was that growing up? Like him having, did he have an impact at all on your game and preparation sort of thing?
Yeah, Dad's probably been my my biggest supporter and probably my biggest influence on my footy. He always talks about training, games, always gives feedback when he comes out there and watches, knows what I need to improve on. He's always willing to come down and have a kick with me at the Oval or just, give advice or stuff like that. So he's been unreal, and sort of the him playing side has given me a really good opportunity to sometimes we know some of the Port players, so we're family friends with the Eberts. So Brad Eberts just recently retired. So it's some of the benefits he's provided is it's amazing.
You also mentioned about getting picked up to play in the under-15 All Australian team. What was that like an experience of playing at such a high level at a young age?
Yeah, it was unreal. Some of the boys in that team are awesome, and probably know. So Riley Philthorpe's probably going to go in the top 5 this year. I'm still good mates with him. So just being able to play at a high level with those guys, and then be recognised in that team's been something that I'll always hold close to me.
You've also been playing with the Double Blues in the Torrens University Cup. What's that experience been like?
Yeah, so playing, I came down and played 2 under-18 games in the Torrens Uni Cup, and unfortunately we lost the grand final 2 weeks ago. But playing with and reconnecting with some of the players I've known since under-13s and 14s has been awesome, and spending a bit of time with them after the game was just chatting about all the good old days when we were young was just I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, you're obviously being selected this year. What was that like to be obviously selected at such a high level footy?
Yeah, so I was selected in the hub at the start of this year, and that was a good experience. We got to go on a few camps. One was to Port Augusta, and the other one to just at a manual a week training there to give us sort of an insight of what it was like to in an AFL club environment, which was really good. And then unfortunately we couldn't sort of go on and play any 18s games this year, but there was a game the other night which I couldn't play in, but it was good to see everyone out there.
So you were selected to play in the under-17 NAB AFL All Stars Game. What was that like to go up against some of the best young talent in the country?
That was probably that was so unexpected. I didn't expect to get picked in that, and when I did, it was sort of unreal because I'd known about all these awesome players, and then being able to see them in person, train and play with them was probably one of the highlights of my footy journey so far. And getting to run out in the MCG as a 17-year-old is just it's unreal.
So you did the the Crows Next Gen Academy. What was that like for an experience to train with an AFL club and use their facilities and everything?
Yeah, so since I was born in Egypt, I've been sort of involved in their club since under 15. So I've been able to go in there for gym sessions, and we've done some cooking and stuff in there, and training sessions, and that was awesome. And then actually getting to spend a week in there last December, and do everything that they do, train, watch vision, gym sessions, recovery sessions, their facilities are unreal. You got a pool at the club, your own locker at your change rooms and stuff like that. So it's sort of a bit of motivation to keep going because if you work hard enough, you can utilize all those facilities on a daily basis. So yeah.
So you did the draft combine, but not the usual one going down to Marvel Stadium and doing it there, but you still did it compared to the Victorians. How was that, to get, like, did you feel good doing the test and, like, do you feel like you came out not on top, but, like, had your best performance?
Yeah, my testing was average. I've never been that good at that stuff, but I was surprised myself by coming like top 5 in the agility and the vertical jump, which was not too bad. But my 20 meters never been that good. I thought it'd be a bit better than 3.27, but it is what it is. My 2K was all right because sort of my fitness has always been a strong point. But yeah, I really enjoyed getting to once again be around the best players in SA and getting to know a few more of them over the day. So yeah.
And just before we wrap it up, do you have any like advice for young kids looking to take the AFL pathway?
Yeah, I think if you want to do it and you want it enough, you'll do all the right things. You'll work hard. You'll do your pre-season, eat the right food, do the right preparation and recovery, and sort of just surround yourself with people that'll help you get there, and will be sort of that motivate you to get there as well. So yeah, just surround yourself with you and call upon your family and close friends and coaches to do everything they can and everything you can to get yourself there.
Yeah, sweet. So thanks, guys, for tuning into this week's episode with James Borlase. And cheers, James, for coming on for a chat. It's good talking to you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, boys.
Thank you.
Worries. And best of luck for the upcoming draft.
Cheers. Thank you.